I feel like I have a very long dream where everything felt calm and green.
Rehan, follow us.
But when I woke up, everything had changed. Over the past few years, UMT has undergone continuous physical development to support a growing student populations and expanding academic facilities. As new building, storeroom, infrastructure were gradually introduced, many green spaces were cleared to make rooms for constructions and accessibility. Tree logging began in several areas, including quiet zone near Pantai UMT, riverbanks, areas around indoors, and green spaces near academic faculties. In some locations, trees were removed for safety, maintenance, or land preparation purpose. In others, vegetation was cleared to support new pathway facilities or changes in land use. Over time, these individual actions accumulated, resulting in a noticeable reduction of trees and natural green spaces across the campus. What were once seen as isolated development projects has gradually become a broader environmental issues affecting the campus ecosystem, landscape, and daily experience of students.
What are you looking at? The mangrove forests UMT have been cut down to allow the access and the development of activities. Do you know how important mangroves to our ecosystems? They act as natural barriers that protect the coastline from erosion by stabilizing the sediment and reducing the impacts of waves. Do you know what will happen when mangrove has been removed? When mangrove removed, the coastal environments become unstable. At the same time, habitats are destroyed, leading to the decline in biodiversity.
As UMT are improving in terms of infrastructure and building, we are also sacrificing one major thing, which is green spaces. For example, there is a building is in progress near Computer Science and Mathematics Faculty, and as you can see here, there are actually to build a store for storage purposes. Can you spot any difference from before?
Store tu bank kok radio nak masuk tangga tapak-tapak dalam.
Next, there is another construction site near Pantai UMT which is in progress. It is actually to build a pedestrian shortcut from student dormitory to academic campus. The initiative is good, but the environmental and landscape purposes, not really.
Tree logging also affected natural and recreational area within UMT. For instance, the branches of tree beside UMT Library Pond were pruned, and this reduces the canopy cover. Along the riverside, trees that once stabilized the soil, provided shade and support small animals have been completely chopped down. Most of the trees in UMT have been cleared. These changes weaken the ecosystem and reduce the natural traits of UMT.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Personally, it's very heartbreaking Very hot.
Feel hot.
Breathless.
I feel so uncomfortable.
I'm so sad.
Very upset, yeah.
Not good.
So devastating.
Very hot.
Yeah, sad to be honest.
Sad.
Not pretty.
The decline of green spaces at UMT has caused significant impact on environment and campus community.
Firstly, the reduction of green spaces in UMT has led to significant environmental degradation. When the trees, mangrove, and other vegetation are removed, many insects, birds, and small animals lose their natural habitats and food sources. In addition, removal of vegetation, especially along the riverbanks and coastal areas, weakens the soil structure, making the land more vulnerable to erosion, sedimentation, and flooding.
Nextly, green spaces in UMT plays an important role in regulating temperature through shade and transpiration. With fewer trees on campus, the surrounding environment becomes hot, especially during midday. This creates an uncomfortable working and learning environment for students and staff, discourage outdoor activities, and increase high dependence on air conditioning. The rise in temperature not only affects physical comfort but also contributes to higher energy consumption that impacts environmental sustainability.
Third, the loss of green spaces also affects students' educational and student well-being. Natural environments help reduce stress, improve concentration, and provide peaceful areas for relaxation, social interaction, and study. When these spaces disappear, students experience reduced comfort, increased stress level, and fewer opportunities to connect with nature. Furthermore, UMT is widely recognized as a university that is closely connected to the natural environment. The decline in green spaces weakens this identity and diminishes the educational and aesthetic value of the campus, showing that the issue is not only environmental but also social issues.
This impact shows that the loss of green spaces is not only an environmental issue but also a social and educational concern. To address the loss of green spaces in UMT, sustainable and biodiversity-focused solutions must be implemented.
For example, existing green areas including forests, mangrove ecosystems should be officially protected as conservation zones to prevent the unnecessary logging and land clearing. At the same time, replanting and habitat restoration must be implemented in degraded areas at the former green spaces. The use of native plant species should be prioritized to enhance the ecosystem recovery and support local biodiversity.
Environmental planning must be strengthened through the mandatory use of environmental impact assessment before any new development. This assessment should consider biodiversity, ecosystem services, and long-term sustainability rather than short-term convenience. In addition, future campus development should adopt sustainable design approaches such as green roof, shaded walkways, and the preservation of existing vegetation, allowing infrastructure development and nature conservation to coexist harmoniously.
Active involvement of students and campus community is essential for long-term conservation. Tree planting programs, conservation campaigns, and environmental awareness activity can encourage shared responsibility in protecting UMT nature. By combining community participation with regular monitoring, UMT can achieve sustainable development while conserving biodiversity for future generations.
In my dream, UMT was covered in green. Maybe it wasn't just a dream, it was a reminder.
A reminder that nature and development must coexist.
If we don't protect what we have,
We will lose what makes this place beautiful. So, let's protect UMT green spaces before they disappear from our dreams and from the reality.
Do you know? Do you know? Do you know?
Campus community.
what we have,
We will lose what makes this place beautiful.